Good day, everyone. My name is Tony Ukiwe Emele. I'm a participant of the first batch of MMC Nigerian Guidance School. I'm here to talk about my experience during my time in the guidance school. In this guidance school, in fact, it is a very wonderful experience passing through that school. I was exposed to a lot of things, passing through guidance school. I was exposed to a lot of application tools. One of the application tools that I was exposed to is a communication tool that is called Skype. Skype is a communication tool that connects, the students and the mentors, together. It aids us in our communication during the time of the class. I also, come across a meeting application called the GoToMeeting application. This meeting enables us to be able to interact with our mentors. It's a student-to-mentor relationship. Every day we're being given a task to, accomplish by the day. Then in the evening we now have a meeting using that application called the GoToMeeting. Then in that meeting, the students will begin to explain their challenges in the task that was being accomplished, and the mentors will also, grant solutions to the problems and the problems we encounter in the course of, solving our task. I also come across social networks, how to use social networks to communicate to people, to let them know about the community. I also learned about branding in social networks. I also learned about MMM revolution. I learned about the stock regeneration. I also learned about the post mode and the restart. One of the challenges that this system faces is what we call panic. Panic is one of the challenges that system faces. And so when that challenge comes, it affects the system in a way. And this pause mode or restart mode is one of the things that were being put in place to make sure that the system is put in check when there's this kind of panic that comes up. I also learned about SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis talk about what organization use to identify their strengths, their weakness, opportunities, and threats. Now, let's look at them one after the other. If we're talking about the strength of MMM, we are looking at here that it has no central account. It is a peer-to-peer system whereby one participant requests help and another one provides that help. We pay through one another's bank account. So it is not a place where money is put into one particular box and somebody can make away with that money. No, it's a peer-to-peer system. One participant needs help, another one provides. I'm talking about the weakness of MMM is that there is no guarantee. Yes, no guarantee. It means that anything can happen at any time. It means that at some point or the other, a participant might lose, his or her money. That is one of the weaknesses. Another weakness we encounter in MMM is that most of the time a participant will receive money and he wouldn't confirm the person that paid him. It's a weakness. Also, another weakness that we encounter there is that there are no SMS, notification. But sometimes some people are being matched and they don't know that they are being matched. By the time they log into their system, they're already locked out. They are blocked. If there's a kind of notification, it can notify them that yes, you've been matched, and then they can be able to log in and execute their order. Yes. Another weakness you talk about here is the weakness of uploading a fake proof of payment. Most of the time, you see some bad eggs coming into the system. They're not actually there to make the system better. They are there just to create, bad image to the community. Somebody will be matched to pay a system, and the person, instead of paying, uploads a fake POP. But thank God for the management of MMC. We encountered this in the past, and these days we decided to come up with what we call the 10% down payment. When you are being matched there. When you PH your money into the system, you are being matched 10% to make sure that, if you can be able to pay for this 10% means that you can be able to pay the remaining 90%. So when we talk about opportunities, of course there are so many opportunities in being a participant of MMC community. dreams are being achieved here. Yes, dreams are being achieved. There are testimonies of people, participants who, were able to buy cars, they bought land, some people build houses, some people even marry through the system. These are opportunities. Then threats. When you talk about the threat encountered in MMMC, one of the threats we encounter in MMMC is that there is a panic always caused by government and social media. That's one of the challenges we encounter in the system. When media is trying to raise a panic, government is trying to raise a panic, and the participant also trying to be shaken by all those things, and it tends to cause a chaos in the system. But as I panic, the system is very much okay. I also learned about MMM ideology, how it works, the rules and regulations, the benefits that are accrued to MMM. The ideology, the main goal behind the origination of MMM by Sergeant Manfredi is to create or to destroy the unfair financial system where the rich are getting richer and the poor are getting poorer. Yes, he wants to destroy that system. He wants to make a common man feel also that I am part of the system. That is the dream behind this. Now, how does this thing work? How it works is that at some point in time, somebody needs a help, and the help is provided to him, and at some point he himself will need the help, and help is also provided to him. That's how the system works. In the course of Gather School, I also learned how to create a YouTube channel. I have to also learn how to create YouTube link from online viewing. And in the course of the learning, I also come across Google Sheets, how to use Google Sheets, Google Slide, Google Documents, all the rest of them. I also come across what we call Screencast-O-Matic. It's a kind of a screencast where you use to record things. And I also use that. I learned how to use it to create my video on the ideology of MMM, how it works, the rules and regulation, and the benefits. I also come across what we call the URL link shortener. Every day we are being given a task, and some of these tasks include that we have to insert a link where the work we have been submitting, the work we submit can be viewed. And it seems that sometimes that these links are very long and it can't fit into the column that is being presented to us. So we use what we call the short link shortener, the URL shortener, to shorten that link so that it can be able to fit into the column that was given to us. It's a wonderful experience, very, very wonderful experience. I must say I'm really grateful to be a participant of this wonderful community. I want to use this opportunity to thank the initiators of this MMM Guidance School. I want to thank Sergeant Manfredi for coming up with this initiative, to liberate us from unfair financial system where the rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer by the day. I want to thank the head of MMMC Guidance School in the person of Mr. Oyimofe. I also want to thank my mentor in the person of Mentor Rochisco, who brought out his best, to teach, to mold, and to shape us, and also his listening ear to correct and guide every activities with wisdom. I also want to appreciate my fellow students from every part of Nigeria in the Guidance School. Thank you, Sergeant Manfredi. Long live MMMC, long live Nigeria, long live the community. MMMC pays, and together we shall change the world. Thank you, and God bless you.